Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and peace be upon the Prophet. Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, Roro from the last holdouts. My name is Roro, and so this is what video number 4 or something like that. So in my last video, I talked about why do I want to even bother with YouTube. You know, it's kind of like late. It's kind of like, okay, so everybody got YouTube channels, and so I had my moments of like, you know what, forget about this. And then I was like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't think this way. So I mentioned some of the reasons why do I want to even talk about this. So it's kind of the one thing that I think that I can have some opinions on it. You know, it's kind of like the one thing that I think that I can help at least, you know, some men or the younger generation or people my age. This is the one thing that's the commonality. This is this is a struggle that's common in to men, common to young boys, and it's a setback, it's a trap. It is easy, it is accessible, it is in your face, it is inescapable, it is hard, it is difficult, but I'm here to say that it's actually winnable. It's winnable, that, you know, you can overcome. It's gonna take time, it's gonna take struggle, it's gonna take willing. Also, it's gonna take some tips. It's gonna take how it's gonna take overcoming this thing. So I remember one time when I was in, I think it was in the 10th grade, and I used to like this. I don't like school, but I used to like these teachers, this class in particulars. The teacher was good, and I remember one time he asked, how do you eat an elephant? Let me just say it again. He said, how do you eat an elephant? And I was about 9th, 10th grade, and I remember just like waiting for the answer, and only one guy knew, and he was sitting right next to me. And he said, one piece at a time. And first, my mind went to like, how do you eat an elephant? That's where I went. I think that's where all the other people went, except this one kid. He said, you eat the elephant one piece at a time. So this new thing, this new images, these new videos, that plays on our instinct, that plays on our male drive, that plays on our nature, that tricks the male nature. That's just not easy. It's super everywhere. So how are you gonna win this? How are you gonna overcome this? You're gonna have to take one piece at a time. You're gonna have to take one step at a time. And you're gonna have to be interested in learning about semen retention. I think this is the closest thing to the answers of these big problems, of this, this big elephant in the room. And so it's gonna take this kind of YouTube channels. It's gonna take me. It's gonna take you. It's gonna take learning about it. It's gonna take about being interested in other semen retention YouTube channels, such as one of the original guy that doesn't get a lot of credit. His name was Classic Obas. He was, I think, one of the first one to talk about these problems on YouTube channels. He doesn't do it anymore, but I think he so it's gonna take each one. It's gonna take every man, it's gonna take every boys, it's gonna take, you have to go through the pain, you have to go through all the relapses and over and get tired of it. And now you heard about, semen retentions. Now you have to be interested in, now you have to wonder, now you have to see that other boys, so many people are saying the same thing about this thing. They're talking about the glow, they're talking about the energy, they're talking about that they have more energy, they talk about that they have, now they can think better, they feel better. We all are saying the same things. So now it's time for you to wonder, why are these guys are saying the same thing? And you can only understand, let me say this again, you can only understand this by practicing. This is a feeling thing. You can't really understand by trying to imagine. It's something you have to feel it yourself. So to do that, you have to hold that line. Like they say, hold that line. You're gonna have to hold that line for a week. You're gonna have to hold that line for 2 weeks. Maybe you're gonna have relapses, and then you're gonna go for a month, and then maybe you're gonna have relapses. Then, you know what I mean? So the process is a learning. The process, the failing, the process is a learning. But you're gonna have to strategize. You're gonna have to learn, and it's easy once you learn. It's overcomable. I don't think that's even a word. And I myself, there is no way I would speak about this thing if I didn't have the experience. And I even now it's not even now, back 2-3 years ago, I had this idea of wanting to come over on YouTube and talk about this, but I never did it. You know what I mean? So many times I'm like, you know what, maybe I should jump in and share my experience, jump in and help 1 or 2 guys, jump in and help the next generations. But as time flies, things happen, you know what I mean? And now I'm here, but I see myself in so many young people. I see myself in the young guys. I see the struggle that I used to, I see in them, and I'm like, he's struggling, or him here or him over there are doing the same thing that I used to do. It's not easy. This plays on our very we all know what it is. So there's so many guys. Another thing is there's so many guys, so many young men are actually speaking out and sharing their experiences. And this is an endless, you can talk about it on and on and on. So many other guys can talk about on and on. For me at least, it's interesting to learn about semen retentions. And so again, it's been 8 minutes. Just another run-on sentences here. Again, my name is Roro. I just wanna continue making these videos. I'm super confident that it helps other people, other young men, next generations. So that's why, even though there's like 2-3 views on my YouTube channels, just to see like 3-4 views really gives me an energy to make another video. So it's gonna take off. This video, this YouTube channel is gonna take on, and I'm gonna find a way to find more subscribers. And not gonna waste so much of your time. Hold that line, really hold that line for a week, hold that line for a month. But how are you gonna do it? You're gonna need to strategize. You're gonna need to yoga is one way. Believe it or not, that was one of the tricks that I found from the beginning. But I was just doing some yoga. Maybe that should be another video. But yoga is one way. Any kind of yoga, barefoot on the ground, sunlight, barefoot on the ground, sunlight, barefoot on the ground, sunlight, good food, good water. And the fact that you are young, if you're teenagers, if you do this for a week, right away you're gonna feel like different. Like you feel different within a week. Within a week you'll be like, I am not so grumpy. You're gonna. It's a feeling thing, so that you cannot really describe or understand until you go without for 2 weeks. But to do that, you're gonna have to, like I say, find. You're gonna have to find a way to transmute the energy upward. You know what I mean? If you are, like I used to go back to the site, that dairy site, every day or every other day or every 3 day or every 7 day or whatever, your energy is downward. You are flowing, it's flowing downward. So you're gonna have to find a way to turn the energy upward. So this is why I'm here. I'm kind of I went 10 minutes again. Roro signing out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.